All right, welcome back to another ETS15 one-on-one interview. This is Christine here with Zpryme, and we're thrilled to have John with Fujitsu with us today. So thanks for joining us, John. You want to tell us a little bit about what you do with Fujitsu?
Yeah, thank you. So my name is John Chowdhury. I'm a director of Fujitsu Network Communications Utility Practice. My job is to bring multi-vendor solutions for the utility industry, from IOUs to all the way down to, if you will, the co-ops.
Yeah, excellent. So, I mean, at this event today, we've really had a lot of conversations around, where the industry is heading, where's the grid going, where are communities going. So I'd love to hear from you. What are you seeing with the utility network of the future? Where are things heading?
Right, good question. So, from my perspective, the changes in the industry, it's great as industries be adding a lot of applications, the Internet of Things, and other reliability sort of solutions that impacting the utility industry that will require a lot of data to be collected from homes and also from all the energy sources, such as either the existing plants or the renewable sources. So putting all together, if you will, the information that needs to be collected needs this utility network that is reliable, flexible, and resilient, and secure. So what we see is that there's a greater need for having a network that can handle the requirements of the utility of the future. All these devices, pervasive devices, going to be everywhere, and collecting that information is most important thing for utilities to be reliable and to build that utility of the future. So the network is one of those requirements is that a lot of people don't think about ahead of time, but we think that it's very important for utilities now to start thinking about how they built that, what we call it, plumbing, if you will. So you got to have the good plumbing for the network of the future.
So, I mean, how do utilities best anticipate that? I mean, I think we've seen that, there are so many things out there, so many sensors and things that we can't even fathom today of what's going to be out there. I mean, how do utilities best prepare for that?
Right, excellent question. So we think that you must look at the utility holistically. You must have a strategy that will encompass the network people, if you will, to be present in some of these discussions about how the utility will look like in 2020 to 2050. So when you sit there, you participate in this conversation in what applications, what are the requirements will be into the needs of this network, so that data could be collected in the back office. And for that reason, you must be engaged with the right people so you can analyze those requirements from the data perspective, from how fast the data you'll be needing, to how secure it ought to be. Obviously, we all know that security is a very, very important component of this utility of the future, as well as the network. And essentially, you must build and plan for something so that you know that you'll be prepared.
Now, I mean, we've only talked about utilities here, but obviously we hear a lot about the Internet of Things, smart cities, all these different areas where sensors from a lot of different places are going to start coming together. I mean, how does that start to impact utilities networks and really networks more generally?
Exactly. I think that's fantastic, opportunities that we look forward to, because the utilities have been using some of the sensors in different parts of their organization. So, if you will, AMI networks, they are those devices that sits in the customer premise. And then you have the appliances will have the sensors that talks to the meter, and that data is collected back into the utility back office to analyze the usage and energy efficiencies and such. But with the smart cities and smart homes and smart cities, you have to share this information. So from weather, collecting the weather data to the impact of a particular area within the city, at particular time, either the electric vehicles to a big gathering of people, if you will.
Yeah.
Utility needs to capture that information, and that information has to be going both ways, if you will. There will be other usage within smart cities, for example, the transportation and the public safety and so on will be using similar type of data. So we believe that having a open systems, if you will, where utility can protect its data, at the same time share that information in a smart city and in the future of these smart cities and smart home kind of environment where these devices we call Internet of Things will be all around us. So that's one more reason to be prepared for this the network of the future.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today, John. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.